Welcome back again to the channel. It's still your one and only girl Tando. So today, girl, I'm bringing to you a video where Julius Malema was drilling cat Matlala. I'm gonna be sharing the video here for you guys to watch. For those who have been following the updates, this is another video for you guys to watch. As you're watching, please do me a favor by liking this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel.
Mr. Matlala, just tell me your place of birth. I was born in Sisho, but in Petersburg Hospital, Provincial Hospital. Where were you born?
I was born in Mamelodi.
Yeah, which hospital?
It's no longer there. They used to call it a nursing home, but it's no longer there.
Do you have a birth certificate from there?
Yes, I do have.
And then the primary school you went to?
It is called Uwani Primary School.
Who was the principal then?
Principal, it was Serudu.
And then were you baptized?
No, I was never baptized.
And then high school? You said it yesterday.
Leshabile High School.
Who was the principal there?
Ngwe, Mr. Ngwe.
After high school, you didn't proceed to tertiary education?
No, I didn't.
And then you never worked in any formal employment? Or
No, I never had any formal employment.
So from high school, that's when you engaged in informal trading?
Yes, I will say before my mother, so I grew up in the street for a very long time. So I just realized after when I grew up that my mother passed away, but she was an albino. And I heard later that she was raped because there was this myth that if you can rape an albino, then you can get cured for whatever. And then that thing traumatized her a lot that she disappeared. And when I found her, she was terminally ill. And then I think it was 2002 when I found her through her friend. It was very late and then she passed on. But all along, I was a street kid.
I'm sorry to hear that. Now, Dlamenis have got some roots in Swaziland.
Yes.
And you said to us your grandmother is from, it's a Dlamini.
Yes.
Did they have a place in Swaziland, or was she originally from there?
No, KZN.
So you don't have any relative or any association, none whatsoever, with some people in Swaziland?
No, I don't have.
So when you travel to Swaziland now, what were you traveling for? What purpose?
I was invited to the king's birthday.
Oh, so you know the king?
And the queen mother.
Yes, but
I was invited by the queen mother.
Oh, so you know the queen mother?
Yeah, but it was the birthday of the king. But I went there
through the queen mother?
Yes.
You were a guest of a queen mother?
Yes.
So this ID that has got your picture and the ID number that is similar to yours and all of that, what is the story there?
I don't have an ID for Eswatini. So that thing was fabricated so that they can deny me bail.
Yes, but in the judgment of the appeal or something, it paid, because he says police did not produce the original ID.
Yes,
if I'm not wrong.
Yes, on the judgment they said that I've traveled to Eswatini using that fraudulent ID, but which is, we know, is impossible. You cannot pass the border with an ID. That thing is not a traveling document. So they said that. And another thing is, when I came back, unfortunately, they didn't stamp my passport. So they said I've got access to get in and out of the country undetected, because my wife's passport, my passport, and my protector's passport were not stamped. So it was the overlook of the BMA or Home Affairs, I think.
Why did you resign from Medicare?
It's because of the allegations that were surrounding me at that time. They said they didn't know by then that she's my sister. They said I gave my contract to a slay queen. And then also there was these allegations about me, which I did not think that it will be a good image for the company. So I just thought by then, let me just resign and put someone until I clear my name.
So why didn't you also put your...
I did. The shares, that's why I said I still hold the shares. But
no, you're saying you're not saying you have taken the shares into the blind holdings company. You are a director. After you wanted to save the image of the company, you put your sister as a director so that you can front her. Because you didn't relinquish for business reasons. You relinquished because you want to face some challenges and someone must be holding the fort for me. Well, I'm still fighting, but effectively I'm running it. I can call money on it. She can't say anything. I can tell her to do this. It's effectively you doing it. She's just a front.
Yes, I agree.
And you think it's an acceptable thing to make an African woman a front?
No, she's my sister, so it's not like I was using her. So she's family, and then it was only for the time being until I clear myself, I clear my name.
No, once you are fronting a person, you are using a person. You just agreed with me that you're fronting her. She's put there as a token. That's what you did. And in the empowerment of women, it defeats the whole purpose, because if she walks around with the image of a person who has got a turnover of 360 million behind her, who's controlling this company. Do you accept that is wrong?
Yes.
See this one. Yesterday I left with this honorable member to a meeting, and when we were on a podium, I left to a bathroom, and I left my phone. So yours just, how do you explain? You found it with NAC?
Yes, I found him inside prison.
Phone. Why are they saying it's your cell phone when it is NAC's cell phone?
They found it on me.
So what were the reasons of sending you to CIMEX? Was the cell phone?
I don't know.
But they would have explained to your lawyers, they would have explained to someone that...
Yeah, no, their reason is because they found me with a cell phone, their reasons.
Is it a general practice that because I hear every day that prisoners are found with cell phones, with dagga, with drugs, with what? Once you're found in possession of something that is not allowed to be in prison, you are taken to CIMEX.
No, it's not. I think they will have they have their preferences, I assume.
No, but why are you not exercising your rights? You can't be put in CIMEX for holding a cell phone. It's not a requirement, as it were, that people are found with cell phones and even dangerous weapons, some of them. But they're not sent to CIMEX. What could be the actual reason why you are sent to a CIMEX? Because cell phone, I don't believe it's a real reason.
Because what happened is, if I can take you through the whole process, there's someone who came to me with that cell phone. Because, in prison, a cell phone is like a public phone. You will find 3 people using the same cell phone. So, someone said, hey, check, they're talking about you in the media. That day when Mr. Mkonaji was doing that press briefing. So when I heard that cell phone, that boy left. Immediately, the members of the task force of EST, they came to my cell. And then the same day, those guys from intelligence and PKTT, they came to prison. So I asked myself a question that if this thing was found in prison, how did these guys knew that I was found with a cell phone? So I thought maybe it was something which has been organized for me to be found with a cell phone.
That guy who was arrested and sentenced for killing Bozwani, what's your relationship with him? I'm forgetting his name. Keke.
Yes, I don't have a relationship with him.
You have never worked together?
Work?
Yeah?
No.
But he's also from Mamelodi?
Yes.
Mokotsi believes that you are John Wick, and everybody else there believes you are a John Wick in Mamelodi, that you have been killing people in Mamelodi.
Yes, I heard that.
But what are you, John Wick?
No, I'm not.
Do you kill people?
No.
Have you ever been accused of murder before?
No, never.
So what effort have you taken, the same effort you have taken in saving the image of the company?
Yes.
To save your image from being called a John Wick and being called a dangerous murderer in Mamelodi? What effort have you taken?
That thing, I heard it from Matlala Commission, but I was in CIMEX. There we don't have access to anything. So there's nothing I can do at this moment. My main focus now is to fight to get myself out of this place.
No, but you're called John Wick before you came here.
No. I don't know about that.
You are not called John Wick before you came here.
No.
Now, in your detail of 14 security or personal protectors, how many are former task force members?
It's not task force, it's from the defense, it's special forces.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm asking about the task force, the police task force.
Oh, task force is 1.
It's 1. And then the special forces?
I'll say maybe 8.
8
Yeah.
out of 14. So it's special forces, 8 plus 1 task force. That is paramilitary. It's not VIP protection to have such dangerous, the highest form of defense of the country in one unit. How much does that cost per month?
I was paying them 100,000 a month each.
Yeah. So what is your personal security detail budget per month? Because remember, it's food, it's petrol, it's convoy, it's hotels, it's all of that.
My budget is 2 million.
No, you said the security company makes 2 million. You can't budget 2 million. So the whole 2 million, when it gets in, it goes to those people.
Yes, but I don't have one company.
Oh, so you source from different companies to maintain that lifestyle. I've got a message. Jerry's mom called me and asked me that I must ask you to return her son, because she believes very strongly that you kidnapped her son.
Yes.
And she cries in tears because she says she knows you and she has given you a plate of food to her. You are a child. If we were to talk to her now as she's listening, what will you say to her?
I will say that they are misleading her, and I think the people who are misleading her are the people who put me here in prison, because I think they even went and told the same thing before the mother to Jerry's wife. So I will say she's being misled, because they know very well I'm the first person who woke up at night there, and then I was the first person who was looking for Jerry everywhere. So when they say I kidnapped her, it's because maybe of my suggestion that rather let's tell the police the truth, and then they were not comfortable with that. And I said to them, it's either we do that or we never find him, because if we don't give them a clue, then how are we going to know, how the police are they going to know where he is? So they were emphasizing that we need to save their image, his image. So me and them, we ended up not agreeing on one thing, because even myself, I was tired of looking for someone, but we must lie to the police on the other side.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm giving some limited time and I'm allocating it to you. Speak to her. Talk to Jerry's mom. She's listening to you now. She's watching you. Talk to her. Her son has been missing for so long.
Yes.
And she feels very strongly that you took her son. The same way they felt very strong that you took AB's wife and AB's son.
Yes.
So before you speak to AB, speak to Jerry's mom.
AB knows that. I think wherever he knows that thing I never. He knows very well that I've never.
No, leave AB. I'm saying, yes. Jerry's mom is watching. Talk to her.
You know very well, me and your son, we are very, very, very close friends. We've done a lot of things together, traveled together to harm your son. Actually, your son was like a young brother to me. So there are people who are getting between us, trying to convince you that I took your son so that you might think of me as this boogeyman that people paint me to be. But from the bottom of my heart, I've never and I will never, ever do anything to harm your son or your family.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Some comfort installing solar system.
Yeah, but it was his business. But I'm the one who got it for him.
So you worked together, and whatever the money is that you're supposed to transact at that level,
yeah,
you sorted each other out.
Yes.
Now his wife disappeared 2 weeks after or so, but it was within a short space of time.
Yeah, I think a week in between or so. Yeah.
They say Jerry and AB were in your office. You wanted them to do some tender in Limpopo of a CID. You called AB because he had a CIDB 9.
Yes. That's
and they both declined to do that business with you, and that's where the problem started.
He actually accepted AB, and it was not in Limpopo. It was there in Silverton, where there's a fourth plant, and then he accepted. The thing is, he was supposed to go to a briefing. I think he missed the briefing or something. That's why the thing didn't happen. But he never declined.
So now, do you know anything about AB's son and AB's wife?
No.
But were you not involved in helping them to find the wife and the son?
Yes, I was.
And then what were, as from a security company perspective, what were your suspicions or your findings, as it were?
Actually, there is this Pakistani guy whose employee was kidnapped. The Pakistani guy, he's a Muslim. We go to the same mosque. So he told me that his employee has been kidnapped. So I asked around, and I found out there are some guys in Attridgeville who kidnapped that employee. And I took my chances. I just said, call the guy, and I said, I know it's you, but I was just testing the waters. Return that guy because we do not want to come looking for you. Luckily, he dropped him off by Church Street at Sasol Garage. Then we found the guy. So now, with AB's family, because the guy who kidnapped the Pakistani guy says, well, I said to them, you see now, he's starting, can you please return AB's family? And then he hung up, and then he switched off the phone, and then he just disappeared. And I just heard that after a while, they said, okay, I'm disguising to appear as if I'm helping AB, but I know that I'm the one who's doing this. But I think it was those guys trying to divert the attention.
You remember when I started, I spoke about your son and your wife and how they should not be treated the way they're treated by police.
Yes.
AB's son and AB's wife did not deserve what happened to them.
I agree, yes.
Especially the son of AB, who will forever be traumatized by those experiences.
Yes.
And Jerry's wife and children do not deserve to see their father not returning from home, because every sunset they look forward to the return of their father, and the father does not come back. Like you growing up without a father, these children want their father, they want to see their father returning, and no one must do that to children and our wives.
Oh, you agree?
With your security experience, do you think Jerry is still alive? I mean, those kidnapping people, if they kidnap you to extort money, for you to give them money, a ransom and all of that, but once they keep you for too long, you become an expense to them, because they have to feed you, they have to, if you are sick, medication, accommodation and all of that. Why would they keep you this long when they know that there's actually nothing coming forward? Do you think Jerry is still alive? Not do you know. With your own security experience and your instinct as a friend who says to the mother of Jerry, this was like my younger brother. Something in you should tell you that this guy is no longer there or is still there.
Honestly, I agree with you. At some point, he will end up being a liability to his abductors. So I don't think also myself by now that if he's alive, then what are they gaining for keeping him so long and then spending money on him, but they're not getting anything in return? So it's a very hard one to accept, but obviously when you add one and one together, for me, it does not give me, I wouldn't say that these people will benefit anything from keeping him so long. I don't think so.
Now, have you been to the farm of the father of Jerry's wife to ask that they pay a ransom of 10 million or anything to that?
To the farm?
To the farm or to the father? No, to the father. Let's leave the farm. Have you been to the father, like the father-in-law of A?
Jerry's father-in-law. Yeah.
I mean, Jerry's father-in-law.
Yeah.
Have you been there and asked that they pay some ransom to these people?
No, I've been there, but not to say to pay ransom.
Yeah, but what was the discussion between you and the father-in-law? Because the story now is Jerry has kidnapped himself because he wants to extort 10 million from the father-in-law. And to a particular extent, you went to say to the father-in-law, please pay something, because it looks like the father-in-law is well off.
He's not well off, but that's what they're saying. So actually, I volunteered to pay 5 million myself. And I said, if you guys can raise 5 million, I'll pay 5 million myself so that we can get him. So I went there to speak to his father-in-law and say, listen, let's go 50-50. I can pay 5 and you pay 5. And he said, if they kidnap me, you must tell them that they must kill me. I will never pay any money.
Speak to the Jerry's kidnappers, your younger brother, and please